Hey YouTube, today I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit into the science area. What we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be showing you guys creating a schematic graph. A schematic graph is pretty much a path-like thing, more like a diagram, though using symbols instead of real-life things. If you ever watch like a football game or a hockey game, sometimes you'll see X arrows and circles for one team and another. So it's pretty basic stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a quick example of a schematic graph, and we're gonna go ahead and get into something a little bit more in depth about it. So let's say I'm gonna go ahead and actually start it off by creating a few symbols for you guys. So go ahead and create this. Longer one here. And this would be a battery, or a cell mostly it's called. But most cases, battery and cell are almost the same thing, except an actual battery is multiple forms of cells. There's more than one cell put together into this. Cell slash battery would be plus plus. Actually, yeah, I'll just remove that for now. Battery. Cell slash battery. Pretty much a power source is what this pretty much is. So once we got that down, we can go ahead and get another little picture in. This is gonna be a resistor, and I'm pretty much just showing you guys a schematic graph. That's what I'm just gonna get through with this. I'm not going to exactly show you, or I'll tell you what a resistor is, as these are kind of basic stuff. Go ahead and type in resistor. And move this up a little bit. And I'm going to finish off with a light bulb and a switch. Light bulbs are pretty much a resistor. If you actually learn about light bulbs, you'll see that they're pretty much all light bulb is a small resistor inside of it that creates heat, and heat turns into pretty much light if it gets hot enough. But this would be a light bulb. And of course, if I do say something wrong, then of course go ahead and comment and say, hey, you did this wrong or whatnot. But this is pretty much from the top of my head. So then here's going to be a switch. There's going to be an open switch, so it doesn't have any feed going to it. But I'll also draw next to it a closed switch. And a little point here. Little point here. Actually, not there, sorry. Point here. So right here, and this right here would be an open switch, meaning if it were to be open, then no power would be getting through our circuit. While this one being a closed one, then we should have power. And let me just label that as a switch. Okay, so I'm pretty much, since I went ahead and described to you guys exactly what I'm going to be drawing here, it should be able to make a little bit more sense to the majority of people. If you guys need more, once I go through this, if you guys need more help in regards to this, then of course leave a comment, send me a PM, and I'll definitely be able to get to you guys in regards to this situation. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off by creating a cell. It's gonna be like this, and it's gonna be a longer one here. Okay. That'd be our cell, or battery, whatever you guys want to call it. Then I'm going to go ahead and add let me go ahead and add a light bulb. So I'm going to go like this. Doesn't need to be perfect. You're pretty much just describing what it's going to be. And go ahead and close the circuit. Okay. Now, once I'm doing this, I'm going to show you guys multiple examples of different scenarios that can be done with this. So this would be a very simple cell lighting up a bulb. There would be no control against turning off and on the light bulb unless you kill the cell or the battery. But here's going to be a quick example of creating it to be a switch. So pretty much you're just going to delete a segment out of this and have a line coming out of here. Add a little bulb. So once it's in the state how they're not connecting, then we're not going to have power. But if these two were to connect, then we would have a complete circuit and it would actually work. That's pretty much how light switch works. Now, if I were to add another light to this, let's say I remove this, then added a small light. This ain't going to be perfect, not at all. But you get the idea, this is a light. If one of these light bulbs, let's say if this light bulb's going to die, then this light bulb's not going to light up. Or if this one's going to die, this ain't going to light up. That's a very bad source of how they do light bulbs. If you were to buy, let's say, a cheap set of like Christmas candles or Christmas lights, and if you notice one dies and the rest of them don't work, is due to that system. Now, here's how they change it around a little bit to make it able so if one were to die, then others weren't going to die. Let me go ahead and fix this. This little line I just messed up a little bit. Okay, pretty much it's very, very simple. And this is how we're going to do it. I'm going to take a line and take it off of this. And go ahead and put it at pretty much the same level. And just go ahead and finish off the circuit. And finish off a light on it. Oops. So, this is pretty much saying if this were to die, they'd still be able to get power to here. As you can see, they're still able to move to a different point to be able to get to this one and to this one. So this is pretty much a basic example of a schematic graph. Once more, if you notice something that I did wrong, then of course go ahead and comment on the video. Tell me what I did wrong. Of course, send me a PM. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment, leave a PM. Either I or somebody else might be able to get to you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing if you have done so. And if you haven't, of course, please subscribe. And I hope to have more videos out for you guys. So I'll talk to you guys later.